All right. Shine recap. Now you're wondering, Mango, why are you doing a Shine recap when you didn't enter or commentate? And all I can say is true. So if you're wondering why I didn't do commentary, it's because there was already 3 people. Obviously, I didn't want to kick anyone off or like even like have that come up. And I thought it was only 2 people. So I was like, I'll just jump in. I always ask because I never like big leaguing my way into things. So I was like, I don't want to do 4 people. It's all good. You know, it's my, you know, I can't be mad, right? But I had a free ticket, free flight. I was like, fuck it, I'll go hang with the boys. So if we rewind back, wait. Bring it back to Friday. Because remember, Mango was going to compete. He missed his flight. And I know people are thinking, Mango, you always miss your flight. Look, I've never missed a flight when I was like seriously competing. I think I've always clutched it. I just don't care as much right now. I also keep getting really early flights. And anyone who's been to LAX will tell you that LAX is the worst airport in the world right now. It's so shit. I don't know. I used to defend it. It's getting bad. LAX is just like, it's just not it anymore. So me and Joey stayed up till like 4 a.m. on Friday. Why? I don't remember. We were playing like Vampire Diaries and we were just getting fucked up. I don't know what happened. I don't know. One thing led to another and then we were wasted. I wake up. Somehow I'm clutching it. I make it to the airport. I go through security. And remember, I tweeted this so you guys know. I'm in line. I see a lady and like 2 people. Like she's in a wheelchair. So you know how they let her cut? You know I never asked because I was going to ask like my flight's in 15 minutes. Can you let me through, right? I never ask because like ultimately I feel like it's my fault. So like I shouldn't cut because I'm a late dumbass. That's why I've never asked. And I don't like when people ask me because I'm like, you should have been here on time, bro. That's how I feel about it. Like I know it's my fault, so I don't ask because like I could have just been here earlier, right? So I asked the lady. I'm like, lady, you know, like TSA lady. I'm like, I've never asked, you know, whatever. I was like, can you let me through my? And I show her my ticket. I'm like, my flight takes off in like 12 minutes. She looks at me and she goes, I can't do that. And I'm like, really? I'm like, so you're not gonna let me through? And she goes, no. And then I look at her because every time, my biggest advice is at the airport is you can never argue with the airport people. They're like 100-0. They rarely change their minds. They have all the power. So I just look at her and I go, okay. And I smile and I just wait in line. I'm like, okay. I can't say anything to that, right? I'm just like, okay. So somehow, dude, let me show you. I make the play of a lifetime. My flight's in like takes off in 4 minutes. I'm like towards the end of security. So I go through the guy here who like, this is like where you like give your passport and stuff. You know what I mean? And there's a line here, here, and then here. Everyone's clouding up these 2 lines. I'm right here and there's like 20 people in my way. So I look and I literally look like this. It's like the best way I can put it. I'm like Kobe looking over. It's just me. I just peek my head out and I just see an opening. And I'm just like, huh. So I make a play. I go through like 20, 30 people. A lady's coming out and I like kind of like shimmy by her. She's like, well, excuse you. And I wanted to argue with her. I was like, I didn't do anything. I just shimmied by you. All right. And then I realized I did cut a lady because I was in a hurry, right? Mango's not a cutter. Maybe at Smash tournaments, but not in real life. I wait my turn like everyone else. It's like, oh, excuse you. Like, I'm sorry. My flight's about to miss. You know, like, I don't mean to be a dick. So I go here and then this lady walks behind. She's like an older black lady, just gives me death stare. And I'm like, I tell her, I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't mean to cut. I gotta go. My flight's in 10 minutes. I'm really sorry. And she just looks at me. She's like, no, it's okay. You know that sarcastic, like, fuck you, I don't accept your apology? So I say sorry like 3 times. I'm like, look, I'm sorry, I really am. She's like, no. I'm like, I am, okay? Whether she accepted it or not, at least
guys just keep coming.
I can have apology peace of mind. I'm like, I apologize to this lady like 4 times. If she wants to be mad at me, that's on her, right? I'm just like, that's on you, lady. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. So I get through, and my gate's like over here, and I'm like right here. They do the last call, and I shit you not, I look at the lady, and I do one of these. You know one of these when you're walking to like get her attention? And I hit the fucking power walk of a lifetime. And as I'm halfway, she goes, and she does this. I swear to God. She goes and she taps on her watch, and I'm like, so I assume that means like, you know, you're gonna make it. I get there, and I hand her my ticket, and she's like, it's too late. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you just missed it. I'm like, and the door's like closing, you know, it's like mid-close. And I'm like, you're not gonna let me on? And she's like, no. I'm like, are you really? She's like, I get in a lot of trouble. And I'm like, I was like, okay. I was like, because that happened to me at Big House 8 or something, where I just missed it, and the gate was closing, they wouldn't let me on, so I'm just like, you're not gonna let me on? She's like, nope. And again, I just do the smile, I'm like, okay. Remember, I'm hungover, I'm just like, okay, what can I do? I go to the guy and he's like, these are your two options. You can fly at 1 p.m. and get there at 6 a.m. And I'm like, you want me to travel for 15 hours? If I was competing, I would have done it. If I actually cared about like winning the tournament, I would have done it. I would have sucked it up and I would have done it, right? I don't. Instead, I come back home, take a nap, and me and Joey have a banger Friday stream. I think I fucked Joe up in Mario Kart, Slugfest. That's kind of gaming. So I come home, I fall asleep, I wake up, I get there like at 6 or 8. I get there and it's like 8 o'clock and everything closes in Worcester at fucking 10. I was defending that city. How is everything gonna close at 10 p.m.? There's nothing. There's just nothing there. Which is like ultimately whatever. So I show up, I actually sleep like 13 hours, wake up, feel great, go to the venue and I watch top 8. I went to the venue without even my gaming controller. You know how hard I have to not game? I just didn't even have my gaming controller. I went, I watched, and I think hanging out with the people and watching people play, it made me realize that like, I don't know, I got to see the passion from everyone just loving Melee, coming together, and it like kind of reminded me like about like the community aspect. Because I think when you're a player, I guess you just only worry about the competing aspect. You don't give a fuck. But I think seeing it from the crowd and like just like seeing the people get happy, and this is gonna sound, I don't know if this is mean or not, but there was a part when everyone was cheering for Cody and I was like, if they're cheering for Cody this hard, imagine what they would have done for me. And then I was like, I gotta get my shit together. I think seeing it from that perspective was like, I was like, they're going crazy for Cody? Cody Schwab? They go crazy for Joseph Marquez, bro. You said these things to cope. The thing is, I don't think you have to compete to like be a part of the community or like the game. I think just being there is cool, and seeing all the homies, like, it made me realize that like I'll probably always go to tournaments just because like seeing everybody is like nice. I realize there's more to the game than the actual game, right? There's like the big people aspect. You see the same people for like 20 years. Like all those people, I'm just like, I've known that guy forever. I've seen that guy throw up. That guy has a tiny dick. You just look at everybody and you're like, yeah. It's like, homie. You know, it's the squad. So I think a little part of me, like, I don't know if it was jealousy. I don't know what the word was, but like watching everyone play and I was like, kind of miss playing. Like, not even like in a corny way. I was just like, yeah, I want to play. Like, a part of me did want to play. I guess like usually when I compete and I'm out, I just don't care anymore. But like I saw it and I was like, I want to play. Like a part of me was like, dang, I could just be up there gaming right now. Like, I don't know. Just seeing like from a different perspective was like, I don't know. It was something. No, it wasn't. I think like being there in the crowd and like not like I didn't play, so I have no like physical attachment to the tournament, and just like hanging out and watching people get excited and like even myself being invested in the games. There's a lot of good sets. I was like, it made me want to play. That's why I know there's still just a little tiny dog somewhere in me. He's just in there, he's barking, but I was just like, man, I want to play on the stage, because like it made me realize that, I don't know, it's just so fun when you're in like a really good top 8 and the crowd's good and crowd's into it. Like it reminded me a lot. I was like, you know, this is like sick. I think I had to see it, and it reminded me, because like even like at tipped off or something when everyone was going crazy for me, it's different when you're on the stage. Like you don't see it. I'm just playing crazy reverse 3L Omset with the sickest combo you've seen all year, and like in that moment I'm just playing. But I think just seeing it from that point of view was like, I don't know what the word was, but it was just like, it was awesome to see. And like I said, I was just like seeing everyone get hyped, like made me remember a lot of things. So I think that was good for me to watch. I think I got to like, it just opened my eyes in a different way, like different perspective. And I just remembered, like it was good for me, I think, like just to go. So fast forward, Cody wins, really good grand finals. Aklo's link, small LOL, shit link. It's a shit link. And then we end up at this after party at somebody in Boston's hotel. I'm just gonna say Matt.Zebs. And everyone's drinking, everyone's vaping. We're hitting double vapey blinkers. I almost did one. I wanted to throw up. It was bad, but I had to do it because everyone else was doing it. Terrible idea. Don't ever hit 2 vapes at once. Just don't do it. It's not smart. It was extremely badass, but just don't do it. This is where it gets funny. Cody comes up to me drunk. So this is the vibe. Zane's on the bed. Zane like hides his anger and pain really well. Like after he loses, I know what's going on in his head, but he's holding it in. He's like, he's got it. He's just pissed off somewhere in there. Moki's sitting next to him. Moki is also pissed on the bed. So Moki's pissed, Zane's trying not to be pissed, and Cody is just the happiest, drunkest person you've ever seen in his stupid little eggdog sweater. Like, bro, you're in a room with 20 people. Take the sweater off. I know you're sweating under there. I know it's gross in there. Take it off. So Cody's happy. You know, I'm happy for him. I'm not trying to hate, but he's happy. He comes up to me. And Zayn is like 6 inches away. Zayn's like 6 inches away, right? And he comes up to me, he's like, you know what, Mango? Like, I just, I'm really sad. Like, I haven't been playing you at your best. Like, I know you're not playing. I know you don't really care. I just want to beat the best. Like, so he's like, I really want to play you. So Cody pretty much just says, like, I want to be able to beat you at your best. Like, I want to beat the best to win the tournament. Like, that kind of thing, right? Right in front of Zayn. I look over to Zayn, and Zayn's making this exact face. Don't ask why I have a picture. And Zayn is just making this face. I'm just like... just like pure... He just couldn't believe what he was hearing. And I was just like, that's fucked up, bro. Zayn's right there. Zayn is literally the best player in the world right now. And you're just saying that in front of him. I was like, whatever. I'm just rolling with it. I thought it was really funny. And then Zayn goes... I don't remember if it was exactly how it happens, but then Zayn looks at me and he goes, I can't believe you're sexier than me right now. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I am. And then he, for some reason, was like, no, fuck that. And he takes off his little headband, his little like hair thing, and somehow he gets uglier. I'm like, you just look worse. And then we just both started dying. And then he gets mad. He's like, I just competed. I was like, you're right. You know what? You don't judge a man on his sexiness after he competes. Because you are fucking gross after you compete. He's in his jersey still. I know he didn't shower. So that happens. And then me and Moki get into like a 5-minute argument. He's like, Mang. I'm like, Curtis? He's like, Moki just goes off on a thing like, he's like, I really want to beat you. He wants to beach me off. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's good. I'm like, I like that you want to beat me. I think the community lacks that. That's why I like that he was just like, I really want to beat you. And he's like, Mango. He calls me Mang. He's like, Mang, is it true that if I go FD, you're going to go Doc? And I was like, yeah, I am. He's like, you're so cringe. I'm like, why? I'm like, you're already mad about it, Moki. I'm already so far in your head. He's like, it's so cringe. I'm like, it's legit a good counter pick. Like, that's Doc's probably best level. Imagine if I chain grab. Like, I actually think it's a good counter pick. Like, on God, I think it's a good counter pick. Like, straight up, like, legit counter pick. Even though it's kind of trolly. That is Falco's best level, but I'm not in enough shape to do it. I'd rather just go Doc for the fans. So he's like, it's cringe, whatever. And then Moki gets mad. But then, we laugh it off. And then we just drank some more. And then we hit double blinkies. I think that was it. I think that was my Shine experience. But it was nice to just, like, hang out with, like, no bitterness or anger towards the tournament. And I think it was really nice for me. I had a great time. I hung out with a lot of the Boston people. Met a lot of subs. It was just nice. It was just a nice weekend for me. I think the Melee was good. Yeah, Spectate, if you're sitting there wondering, like, I've never been to a big Melee tournament, you should go. I think it's fun. You just hang out, get a little stupid, and you just cheer. And it's a great time. I think everyone should go to a Melee tournament. You never been to a big tournament, I think you should go. It's a little expensive, but you just hang out with your boys and, do what you gotta do. It's tight. Shine was really fun. I don't know how it ran. Apparently it ran well. I got there late. I mean, it made me want to compete again. Watching. I mean, honestly, so I've told you guys this. I've said it a million times. If CS2 doesn't come out, I'm gonna go super duper try hard at Big House. I feel like I should. Even if that's my only try hard tournament of the year, at least, That being said, yes, I was personally vaping in the venue. I was vaping a storm. Somebody gave me a vape. What am I supposed to do? Not hit it? I was vaping a goddamn storm. Good thing they didn't zoom in on me. God bless. Although, cameraman, how are you not gonna zoom in on this guy? You gotta zoom in one time. But yeah, I think that was my Shine experience. I had a great time. Sad it's gone. I'm sure there'll be another one randomly in like 5 years. And I think that's that. Okay. The joke was, Mad Dog Zepkez asked me, he's like, you want a Thug Finals? Thug Finals? I was like, only if Cody wins. Like, Zayn will fuck me up right now. I was like, if Cody wins, I'm down. And then Cody won, I was like, no, I'll let him have it. I can't take it away. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. Who am I to take that happiness away from him? I was like, you know what? Also, there's really no reason to Thug Finals. If you lose, it just kills your whole hype. And I guess if you win, it's just badass, but you really gain nothing. I forgot, I'm the reason Zayn lost Shine. I forgot it was my fault. You're going, Mango, what did you do? Zayn was walking by. Killer focus. I could tell he's in the zone. He sees me, and his eyes light up. His eyes light up, and I could tell I threw him out of his funk. And he's like, you look so good. I was like, Zane, give me a hug. And we hugged right during top 8. You can't, there's no hugs during top 8. It's my fault. I took him out of the zone. It's 100% my fault. You don't hug. I've never hugged anybody middle of a top 8. It's my fault. I forgot about that. I got him off his focus. You should have seen how happy he was to see me. He's like, oh my god, he looks so good. I was like, bring it in, big guy. Give me a hug. Bring it in. Bring it in.